Gonna let this sink in. Um, I'm just gonna give people time to join. Yeah. Let me just or stop sharing. Um, I'll give some people some time to join, of course. Hmm.
The bespoke AI
Uh,
Family Hub Plus
Ignore the
refrigerator with
ad.
AI Vision inside.
Yeah, screw AI. There we go. Testing, testing. How's this turning out? Hello? All right, I can hear it. I can hear it. I'm just gonna wait for some people to join the chat, or at least give it like a few minutes, of course. Um, Let me just give me some time. Hello, Film Shoot. It's great to see you here. Hmm. Waiting for more people to join, I guess. Hello, Frick Squad. Good to see you here. I'm just setting things up. Hmm. 3 people are here. And again, that would also include myself. All right. Hello. Okay. This is a little. It's great to see you all here. I know it ain't much of a chat, but okay. Since this is a bit of a mental health stream, the mask comes off. I know it's a little awkward. Taking off my mask, which I'm normally used to wearing. But I just wanted to do like a little review of 2025 as in general. So yes, I am taking off the mask for this one. I just wanted to do something like this before the year ends as we head into 2026 because, well, I just want to give my overall review of like how 2025 has been for me. It's been quite some time. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. All right, where do we start on this? um, Shoot. Okay, I remember. All right. Okay, to be honest, 2025 as in general, it has been a year of a roller coaster of emotions. To be honest, from them being both up and down between the two. I can't believe I just did that. But it's been a bit of a mix of like a year. I just wanted to give my overall thoughts. Like the year started off, the year started off pretty simple for me, and I'm not gonna lie, I actually got over, I will admit I got over a problem I was going through around that time, around 2024. I was going through a whole year. I remember 2024. I went through like a whole year through like I would say like a traumatic breakdown because of okay, I'm gonna come straight here. A relationship problem I was facing around that time. I had to just learn to like just let go. I did. It took me like about a year just to let go of something and understand the situation how it was, and just not give myself any false hope. But as of 2025, when it started, it was a year that was actually starting off pretty simple. I was currently working on Enrage. I remember I was still on production with it, and well, everyone was all here together. Oliver, Mr. Nub, and Cordy, Thing, everyone, and it was just a new experience. And it was like literally one of the hardest projects I ever worked on in my whole channel. It was a very hard project, I remember. Other than that, I remember how much it just took out of me. I was literally like up all night, just like constantly working, trying to get it done, and it was crazy. Like I literally put so much effort into that project. Um, but as of late, like it did take. It is also around that time where I actually this is gonna sound a little weird, and I don't want to like let out so much info about this because it sounds very personal, and I wouldn't want this person to be, mad at me for laying out this kind of info. So I'm gonna put it in simple words. I met someone, and well, we got into a kind of competitive conversation with each other. And well, as time went on, I'm gonna say this person, I'm gonna refer to them as a very, very deep friend. I'm gonna refer to them as that for reasons. But I got to know them, and well, we got to know each other. And the truth is, I've known them for already like 2 years, and they've always were there to like defend or like protect me or give me advice to help me understand things a bit better. And I was really thankful to have them. But around the time we became closer in general, I would put it. And well, we got to know each other, and well, all of a sudden we started, hanging out a lot more, and it was really nice. I actually, and yeah, they were very cautious about me being around them within reasons, and well, it was within reason, all right, and well, everything was going smooth and sailing. It was actually going really nice for everyone and each other. That was until March came around, and well, that's when things went down to hell. Around March 27th, or I think March, no, it was March 25th, I remember. One day when I was waiting for school, I noticed it had been raining for 2 days straight, and it was just crazy. Like literally, we were forced to be inside our house. You couldn't even go to school. I remember coming back with my sister inside my house, and we were all drenched in water. We couldn't go to school because of how bad it was out there. And well, when we got inside, we were just hoping we'd like skip the day for school, and everything was fine. We stayed home. We just calmed down. We watched some movies. We did some stuff, and then it was until the evening. That's when things went downhill. And I remember what had happened. I was editing Enraged, I remember specifically. And what had happened was is that oh boy, it wasn't pretty. I was editing Enraged, and then I actually had passed out on this couch I'm sleeping, I have right here. I had passed out. I fell asleep here, and I fell asleep for a while. I was having a nice dream, and all of a sudden I woke up to the most horrific thing ever. My sister yelling at me to wake the hell up. And as I woke up, I stepped out of the couch to find that the whole ground in this garage was like already starting to flood. I remember how horrific that was. And like literally my computer was still plugged in. And literally the plug was on the ground, but submerged underwater, I remember. I was like panicking, like what just happened? Like the water, like due to the rain, due to it raining for like about a few days, it literally the water got inside the house already, and I was like freaking the hell out. And like literally, I'm surprised that plug did not even kill me, like with it being submerged underwater. And literally, I literally got everything. I took it all inside my computer, my stuff, my phone, my stuff, everything. I put it inside, and we were just like trying to barricade like the garage doors and all the doors outside so it wouldn't flood the house. I was like genuinely literally just freaking out. Like what was going on? Everyone was even yelling at me like in anger, like rage, like Like everyone was just like saying, like, Josh, fucking help us. Like it's like I was like, I didn't know what was going on. I just woke up. I was like freaking out trying to process it all together. Like, what was going on? It was genuinely so horrified. And what was even worse was that we knew, like, we were trying to hopefully hope that it would stop raining by, by the morning, but like by the time it was already like 4 a.m., the water already started reaching inside the house. Actually, it came from it literally like started coming from our closets. Like I noticed it coming from like little cracks, like the little tiles of the floor. It started coming in through there, and my mom was freaking out, and everyone was too. We were barricading the stuff. We got all our 5 cats inside the house. They were all freaking out and everything, and it was just a nightmare. And what was the hard part on us was that my brother said we had to leave. We cannot stay in this house because we would probably end up dead or something if we stayed. And I remember we just left and we got everything. We tried smooching outside through like the front door, but like even when we went outside, we were covered. My pants were like completely drenched in water, and freaking fire ants were swimming through the water, and they freaking bit my legs so much. We were getting inside the truck to just get everything in there. We got all our packages. We packed everything, clothes, everything. We put it all in there. And what was worse was that like we tried to leave, but like literally the whole road was completely flooded. The road up ahead as well, and we had to stop at a gas station of all places. And we did not know if we were gonna actually make it out of this. To be honest, we genuinely were like so horrified. Like, all our cats, 5 cats, were literally locked in the back of me and my sister in the back of our truck. We were all terrified. Like we were all like squished inside that truck with all the luggage and everything, and all the cats like around us and everything. And I'm gonna be honest. I text that as I referred to that other person as my deep friend. I text them as well, and I was just wanting to just say like if we didn't make out of it, I just said like like this might be the last time I'll probably ever speak to you because I don't know if we'll get out of this alive. I was genuinely, and yeah, they began to even freak out, and they were genuinely paranoid about me too. And well, I even sent them their birthday gift I was going to give to them, of course. I was genuinely starting to lose hope, like what was going to go on, because like literally our whole house literally got flooded so bad. And as morning came, like around like 8 in the morning, I remember like 8 in the morning, we had to make like a risk. Like we had to risk it. We had no choice. We had to like just like go around somewhere and just get to the best place we were gonna try heading to was our grandparents, my grandmother's, who just lives across town, outside, inside town, because we live in the outskirts, but like she lives in like town. We were gonna try heading towards her and stay there. And we were terrified. It was a risky situation. And well, we ran through, and then we got through the water. We assumed our car was gonna turn off. We made it through. We made it to our grandparents, but the problem was is that we had to like stay at our grandparents for I don't know, like the past few months of the year, from like March, April, May to June. I remember we were just there for so long. We lived we stayed upstairs, and it was just crowded. But like, I genuinely was just in so much fear and shock and horror. Like we just lost our own house. Like after everything we went through, and well, through those past few months, through March, May, June, I still had to go to school, which was a bit of bullshit. I know, tell me about it. But like I still had to go to school, and it wasn't really the nicest. I did not feel like talking. I was genuinely hurt, and while I was still trying to also talk to like that person who was, keeping me company around the time, my deep friend, I'll tell him. It was just nice, but like the problem was is that it was just like I was just like I literally was still traumatized by the events that had happened, and well, the past few months, next few months, we tried building through like the rest of the house. We went back to the house, and well, it wasn't looking good. Literally, the water went up pretty high, but it went down. But like, we spent the next few months trying to repair the whole house. We literally paid some people to actually help us repair the house. They literally tore the whole house apart into making it to bare bones. Literally, just like wooden planks, like bare bones, and we had to like rebuild like the whole house pretty much. It was just pain having to see that, to be honest. I remember one time that just context is country impossible spawned tornadoes. My area got up. Yeah, I've never had a tornado, to be honest, and I honestly don't get them too much. But like, I remembered, like, yeah, I understand how that feels. To be honest, it is terrifying to go through that. Wait, one more thing. Even the devices you lost, also like the fridge. Yes, we lost the fridges too. We had to replace the fridges. To be honest, the TV was still okay. Like everything else, like above ground, like our consoles, our TVs, they were all okay. But like everything else that was below that got mold in it, yeah, we had to like replace it. And then I remember the first day we came back home, like we just got like vacuums and sucking out water and throwing it out. And literally we had like a whole freaking beach by the side of the field over there. And it was like draining down like a pathway, and I had to like empty it out. It was just a nightmare. Even like the backyard, you would literally get like stuck in like the water. And you know what was even more sadder? The next door neighbors, they freaking left their dog. We literally when leaving like that night, we saw the dog like swimming through the water. They left their dog on freaking purpose. That's freaking messed up. Still, I had an experience a tornado that hit my hometown while I was at school, and they let out school because they canceled school for the rest of the day. We couldn't go home. Yeah, I know. They left the dog. They left the dog behind. Like that was kind of sad. Like, dude. And I don't like those neighbors over there because reason why is because we think they're responsible for one of our other cats who passed away. Because they mentioned they saw our cat and they buried it in their backyard when they saw it got attacked by dogs, which I don't believe because of what happened. It was a cat I had named Oscar a long time ago. I don't know if you can look back in my old YouTube shorts. You can see me having a white cat. Like, hold up. Let me find that actually. Okay, let me just yeah, I had like a cat before, like around like a long time ago named Oscar. She was one of my favorite cats. Let me just look through like the shorts. There was like a short I made of her a very long time ago actually on my channel. When I barely was starting out, of course. Uh it was like, ah, there she is. My cat, Oscar. I remember her. Lagging. Okay. Damn it! It lagged. Give me a second. Let me just find it again. Yeah, I know. I've uploaded a lot of shorts. Okay, here she is. Hey, no. No. No.
Well,
That's like. Yeah, the videos are kind of like a little bit out of the reason. I don't know why. Nope. 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 There she is, Oscar, my kitty. I remember her. She was one of my favorite cats that we had, but yeah, I used to play with her a lot back then on my channel. Oh god. She loved me. Oh my god, I remember her. I think they kidnapped my freaking cat. That's what I think. But like, man, she was a good kitty. I miss her now. That was like long ago. Yeah, we have like a little statue of her outside in the back pergola that has her name on it. She was like my kitty. She was a cute one. She was very like playful and very like caring, but like I miss her. Now we have a bunch of other inside cats. We have Kiki, we have Ash, who's somehow weirdly horny. I don't know what's wrong with her. And we have Willow, of course. And now we still have the old cats from the outside a lot that used to be of Oscar, Squeaks and Snowball. They're two outside cats we have. But yeah, regarding back to the situation, yeah, we tried repairing back the whole house. It took us like literally like almost 4 months, and it was just a pain. Like I was genuinely exhausted, like having to come here almost every day after school, having to like repair most of like the things that like left that the storm messed us up with. It was just a pain. Like, it was not fun. It wasn't. It genuinely was a nightmare. Like just having to repair that. Our old swimming pool and fences around it beyond through, and the power was restored after 2 days. Damn, that's gotta suck. I remember that one time in like around the winter, it literally the power went out for like 3 days. I remember when I was younger. It was a nightmare. But yeah, Other than that, it was just a pain having to come back home and just always having to repair and get stuff. And like literally, even one morning before I went to school, my mom brought me here to like just move stuff. I was literally like sweating so much in my face. Like I literally went to school all like drenched in my own sweat, which was just a bit embarrassing to be honest. So I was generally just so tired around the time. But around these times, I was still working on Enraged, and I was still also working on my other comic, Sinister Shadows, too. And yeah, I know it was just a pain, and I had to have my my graduation at at my grandparents, which was genuinely a nightmare. Well, it was not really a nightmare. It was nice for my grandparents to have us over. It was nice for them to do that at least. I mean, they were really nice to have us over. It's just like having to live there with them for like living in like a big space, living like in like a house with them. It's just like like a bunch of food's gonna be bought and it's gonna be gone by tomorrow because you're living with a bunch of other people. And well, I will admit it was nice, and the house does give off an old vibe, but like it's just like living there is just like a bit troublesome. And well, it was just kind of hard for us just to get used to being crowded in one room together and me sleeping on a couch, of course, across the room right next to the restroom. It was a nightmare. But yeah, I tried my best to adapt, of course. A year ago, I had an electricity bill unpaid. I had to bear days without electricity. Damn, that's gotta suck, Mass Goober. Honestly, I honestly am, yeah. So I honestly have to go probably through that soon as well because I'm already an adult. But yeah, other than that, it was just like a pain. It was until June when we finally got home. It was just so relieved. We got the whole house repaired, and it had like a bunch of like a bunch of remodeling. Like the garage floor is now blue, and the walls around here are also blue, if you can clearly see. We had a bunch of things repaired. We brought back in a bunch of stuff from the shed we put in as well. So there was that. So other than that, it just went. We just finally were just so happy to finally go back home and just finally live here again. It was nice, but yeah, as time went on, yeah, of course, through those times, of course, that deep friend that I always was with is always like there with me, keeping me company, keeping me happy, and they still are today. It's just like over time, I will admit we've had our arguments, and I understand the situation. I understand that we all go through stuff, but I, of course, I'm of course just trying to just, I'm just trying to keep things, keep it together, of course, and of course get through stuff like this. And I'll be honest, uh, I break easily. I sometimes feel like I am kind of soft on the inside, like yes, like I could be like a fun and caring guy and everything, but it's like I can tell like on the inside I'm a really soft person. Like whenever like someone says something that could actually someone that says something could actually really hurt me a lot. I don't know why, and I just break out and I lash out so easily, and that's one issue I've always hated about myself. Like I wish I wasn't so like easily like distraught, and I always like break out so much at things so easily. And yeah, that was probably what I was probably going through because of all the trauma I went through because of like the whole flood and everything. But as far as it goes, I just tried to keep myself together, and I was just hoping for the best for everything. Other than that, everything else went pretty much fine for the rest of the year. Yeah, I know. It's just like I want to sometimes be better. I get it. Like I know that we're all just human, and I know I often blame myself. Whenever like I do something, or like whenever it's like even like a situation that's not my fault, I always like even my friend, even a deep person I care about, like even they tell me I tend to just like lash out. Like I make the situation like you think like it's all about me, but it's and then you just say like you start like you just say like you just like you say like the situation you start making the situation feel like it's all about you, like you caused the problem and everything even though it wasn't your fault. Like it's just a feeling like they're going through. It's not about me. Stop making it about me, about yourself. It's like I do that because I always like get like a situation like I feel like I did something to cause it, and I always like I had an issue like where I always blame myself. Like whenever I do something wrong, so simply I always just blame myself a lot. And to be honest, like one of the things I used to do a lot was I would always often like help other people that were going through crap, like people that friends that I knew online that were going through issues and stuff. And I tried just to like comfort them and like at least give them advice. It's like in a way it's like I kind of like mirror like the pain like I've been through, and I just don't want them to like go through the same thing I've been through. That's why I just try like helping them, like giving them the company that they deserve, comfort and support that they need to hear, because I know what it's like to just go through stuff like that, and it's just like it sucks, and I just rather not see another person go through that, you know. I'd rather it be me. Sometimes think like I say like I'd rather it be me than them, of course. And I know it's a little hard sometimes, but it's like I just always want the best for other people than myself. And even that deep friend says like you like often help a lot of people, like but you never really think a lot about yourself. Like people often tell me like you need to learn how to self love yourself, and that's a problem. Is because I know this is gonna sound really harsh on me, but sometimes I really don't like who I am, to be honest. I don't like who I am as a person because yes, I can be a nice, caring, considerate, and understanding human being to everyone, and you know, supportive and all that. But like when I look at myself, I honestly don't see that. I honestly see like those horrible things I've actually done and things I don't really talk about because I don't really feel like a good person sometimes. Like I genuinely feel like a bad person because of my actions and because of the things I don't like to talk. I don't want to go deep into because yeah, it's like I feel like sometimes like a bit of like a bad person because of the actions and you know stuff I've done. I'm not a good person. I mean, yes, I can be a good person to to like someone, but like to myself, I am not, to be honest. You set yourself on the bad parts. Try seeing the good in you, even if it's difficult. Thanks, I know that, and I've been trying to do that as of late. But it's like throughout the rest of the year, it's been a mixed bag. Especially after like you know when school started beginning again in August. I already had graduated, but I didn't have a job. I don't have a car yet, and I honestly was just stuck at home. And well, I did try signing up for online college, and I was hoping that it would help me. Like it would help me do like what I wanted to do, like you know, video edit and you know all that and everything and like you know get the hang of editing and doing stuff a bit better. But to be honest, mm, it wasn't any help. It was genuinely more stressful on me. And seeing how I already have like a lot of stuff to do online, especially with my whole YouTube channel and keeping a track of everyone online, it's already a bit more stressful. I mean, especially doing it online. It's like it takes you like almost like 3 days just to get one answer out of like a simple project. Like I was doing fine for the for the first 3 weeks, but like when I got to like a huge test that I had to do on my own, and it was there was no time limit, but like problem was is that I was stuck on this one answer. Like I had to do specifically on the editing software that I had to draw it out. I had to do it perfectly. I had to make sure it was looking right. I had to make sure it blended in the background. I had to make sure all the effects were in the exact alignment. The problem is when I try doing the things my own way, they don't take it as a grade. They take it as a lower grade, and I have to do it again. And whenever I call for help, they give me the answer of what to do. But when I do it, there's another problem that comes in the way, and then it's just difficult to just do it online. I'm gonna be honest. I get used to learning people on my BR. Um, my BR. What do you mean? My BR. What do you mean? BR. Just the guy. Oh, okay. My bad. But like the thing is, I tried. Oh, hey, Mask. Hey, hey. But I was to say, I tried online college. It's just. I'm more of a better. I didn't even recognize you, Prowler. It's great to see you here again. It's been a while. Okay, yeah. But as I was saying, as for like the college thing, I tried and it was just like stressful. Like, I genuinely just did not want to try it doing it online. I'm more of a visual learner. I like to like socialize with people like around the room that could actually help me. I like to like learn. Like, I want to like have like a lesson taught in front of me, like teachers like right in front of me teaching me what to do instead of having to wait for 3 days for like one answer. It's just difficult to do it online, so I kind of gave up on it. And for like the past few months, like since August or September, I've been literally stuck in this house just sitting here eating, just watching videos, just walking around trying to figure stuff, talking to that deep person. We're literally day from day, And I honestly wasn't doing college for like a long time, and yet like I kept getting messages on my phone from college saying like there's a new assignment out, there's new something, and I was just kind of just ignoring it. And my mom probably knows that too, because she probably knew like I didn't want to like learn college like through like online. It was just stressful on me, and I was just like I was just here for like I've been here for like the longest time, just sitting here all day just editing, or just like even I'm gonna be honest, like after all the crap I had went through, I was still drawing and stuff. Like I was working on episode 2 of Sinister Shadows, like I was still drawing and all that, but it's like I kind of almost began to like lose my passion for editing, to be honest. Due to all the stuff that had been going on around the year, I kind of just started to like fall out of love with like the passion I had for editing and all that. Because I look at last year, like 2025, 2024, I look at the uploading schedule. There was only like one video per month, but like I could literally see that I had like a lot of passion, and I had like a lot of time, and it gave me motivation. But like as of this year of 2025, I literally had not been uploading for like the longest time. I literally avoided making videos. I literally avoided even finishing some of them that were like hours long. Like I kind of just began to lose motivation in myself. And yeah, I know that's kind of sad, because I genuinely do like to like make content for you all, and it's just nice. And I also like to also make my own stories and stuff. But like I began to fall out of love with the stuff I made. And you get like, okay, I'm gonna give like a little render of like how like this year's schedule was compared to like, the other ones. Like, okay, let's like look at my channel. Like, okay, we're gonna see from the videos from here on out. So okay, okay, so let's start from the beginning, from like when we started. Literally, this whole year, the first video of this year was Sinister Shadows episode 1, which was 8 months ago. And then we got Enraged, and then we got Project Blooper, and the weird music videos, and then the My World, then Outlast final episode, which I should have continued a long time ago after Outlast Part 3, and then Gone Hunting, and then Poppy Playtime Chapter 4, which I should have uploaded back around March, actually. Sinister Shadows Episode 2, Blood on Your Hands, in the end, and then Sinister Shadows Episode 2, which that one was genuinely took me 9 months to work on. I remember I was drawing that comic from January all the way to August. I think that took me 8 months, now that I think about it. But I didn't upload it till October, and then we just go to here. You can see the uploading from this year, from like Sinister Shadows. It literally is really damn short. It kind of, but when you look at like last year, from like not booking a place for holiday anytime soon. Literally, this whole year of 2024 was genuinely a year where I was generally uploading constantly. I was uploading like fast. Like, okay, I think I started from this video. 2024 started with this video. It started with the Little Nightmares Part 3, and then it went up to here, and then we went all the way up, and we did all that in just like 1 year, and it was just wow. I did all that, but like when I look at this year, I didn't do much. It's because I just went through a lot, and it's just like it just sucks. But okay, what are you saying? I'm Ask Goober. It's part of it. Not always everything will be fine. You'll have the will to do it, but as long as you don't give up, even the slightest bit of you don't give up, it's only a matter of time to return. I know that. It's just like, I'm not going to even lie. As of this year, I noticed, because of the whole, YouTube AI, like YouTube running the whole AI thing as well. I'm going to be honest. Like, I know you all probably heard of it a while back, like where like they had AI running like the whole YouTube algorithm, because YouTube got freaking sensitive about the stuff being uploaded. And it literally did affect my channel a lot, and especially at the views I've gotten as well. Like one of the videos from last year can go up to like 400 views. Like even like a small simple comic can get up to like 400 or 600 views. But like when I look at it now, they only go to like 200 views. And like even the Murder Drone does that people used to love a lot from my channel, they don't even get as much views. And I'm not like being jealous like of all that. It's just I noticed the whole YouTube algorithm with the AI thing, letting it run it genuinely messed up my channel. I can tell. And now I notice I'm not getting as much as attention as I used to. Like the last video that I actually got that had like a good amount of attention was was probably Sinister. I think it was the Enraged. Well, either way, because that was uploaded by someone else. But like, I think it was Sinister Shadows episode 1 actually. Episode 2 did okay. I only got 800. That was a little less compared to the first one. But that's because of the whole YouTube algorithm, which really messed me up. Like, I bet this video could have gotten more attention because I literally put a lot of hard work in this one. Like, I'm not the best looking, not the best, but like I genuinely hard work. Like, yes, I do not know how to draw like digitally because I struggle with that. I mean, I'll teach myself eventually, but this is like a test of like how I could make comics. It's a little cheesy looking, but I did try my best with it. And of course, everyone on board who did this comic did have fun. It's not the best, but yeah, I tried my best with it as much as I could. But uh, nonetheless, it did okay. But I'm just glad everyone who did the comic did have fun with it. But I should also mention around the time, yeah, of course, Eldritch, you were a part of it too. Everyone, a lot of people, about 19 people were a part of this comic. I mean, yeah, either way, I'm just glad everyone on board did have fun, but I do kind of feel a bit guilty about yeah, the people who were a part of it. Like, I do feel a bit bad because like the first episode got a lot of attention. The second did not because of the whole algorithm thing that had happened around that time. The important thing is that you got it released and you had fun doing it. I did, and I do have another video of Sister Shadows. I also have finished. I don't know if I should upload it around if I should upload it around New Year's or something. It's a little bit of a disturbing video. It's like an insight into the series, but like it's like a weird music. The video is gonna be copyrighted because of music, but like other than that, as I was referring to earlier, as of this year, again. I'm sorry. I get off topic sometimes. Like I sometimes like start ranting about like a certain situation. I do that a lot. But like as I was saying, as of like as well, I also have to part ways with Mr. Nubs as well around like August. I remember. Yeah, Mr. Nubs had been warning me about this thing that was about to happen, like where he was gonna go on like this mission, he called it, like where he's gonna go to like this place in Colorado. He's gonna be gone for like 2 years. He won't be back to like I don't know the end of 2026 or 2027. Very funny. I get it. It's slow. It's senior Pello. I know. I get compared to that guy quite a lot. Like whenever I take off my mask, I get compared to Senior Pella. But as I was saying, Mr. Nub, I'm doing good actually. Thank you for that. But as I say, as for like first time I see you. Yeah, I just like to take off my mask because like it's like a mental health stream. I don't want to be like silly and charismatic with the mask I normally always wear. Of course, yes. Like as I say, Mr. Nubs, of course, yes, he had to part ways with us for only a while, but like he is still texting me through Gmail, telling me like how he's doing and everything. But I do miss him because we used to do like a lot of dubs, and Mr. Nub was a freaking talented actor. Like, I've been living in your basement since 2023, and you never revealed. Bro, I thought you were what? I thought. Okay. I mean, I'm slightly white. I mean, if you look at it in a way, I'm a mix between. Okay, I'm a mix between dark and white. I'm in between. All right. You thought I was white. Okay, good to know. Cap. But yeah, other than that, Mr. Nub had to leave because of those reasons. We had like one final call with him before he left. He did leave me a list of lines for me to work on. I haven't really gotten to them yet, and I really should have actually. But I've been having a bit of less motivation to do stuff, and I've really been trying to regain that motivation again to like do the comic dubs. The only thing that worries me is that like due to like the situation I'm sort of facing, like where my videos don't get as much as attention because of the whole stuff going on. But yeah, it's having to part ways with Mr. Nub was really damn sad for us. It was like I remember me, Zeisty, Zane, Z, everyone. We were all there just to have one final call with him as we just saw him, as we just heard like everything, and before he finally just left. Like I believe I still. Okay. I know this sounds a little creepy of me, but I actually did record our final conversation for a bit. Actually, I did record it. I had it recorded while no one was looking. Yeah, it's somewhere in here. Let me just oh fudge. I'm gonna need to plug this back in. Excuse me. Let me just plug this little USB port in here. Let's see. Come on, stand up, phone. Yeah, it was right here. Last call with Nubs. Oh man, this was our last call we had. I'm pretty sure it's showing right now.
Blue and Zeisty. I met them before I met any of you nerds.
I don't know if you can hear my voice. Ow! Z, you're loud.
You guys know everyone.
I know them. I don't think they know me though. Hi, I'm Slime. I'm his husband.
This is true. He is my husband, and I am. His
Oh my god, I was there with everyone. The last time we spoke with Mr. Nubs.
Oh, okay, can we get Zane? Can we get like Zane in this
That's a
game
good
already?
fan. What model fan is that?
Can I get into a
Oh
match?
man,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes
Into a match.
We were
Into a
planning to
hot
do
tour.
hide and
I'm going
seek if you wanted to try that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna do like a few things of hide and seek.
I'm gonna be honest. I sometimes replay this video just hearing I know the mic's a bit windy because this was like a last call. Someone was outside, but this was like our last call, and I recorded it. It was long ago. I kind of miss him now because he was okay. Mr. Nub was a fucking method. This man was an absolute talented voice actor. He could literally do amazing voices. Literally every time we do a comic dub, Mr. Nub is often doing every character in every dub. He's voicing Kane, he's voicing Jax, he's voicing Blitzo, he's voicing Moxie, he's voicing Ed, he's voicing Thad, he's voicing Khan, oh my god. Mr. Nub was a freaking talented actor. Yeah, he needed to be hired by Glitch. This man could do amazing voices, literally a bunch of characters. Insane. He was an absolute legend. I miss him very much. I just miss him, man.
I mean,
Come on, it's fun. It's absolute
We
chaos.
have to
Please,
invite the
please,
other
please,
boys. We
please,
have to
please,
invite
please,
the other
please,
boys on
please,
the
please,
call.
please.
Here, let me get the other. Let's just. How about instead we do a quick round of quick match, and then I might have to go. Let's just do a quick match, and then after dinner I'll get back, and then I'll see where I'm at.
does that sound okay?
That
Yeah,
sounds
let's do
fine.
that. Like I said, I have to. Just with some of my relatives being in town, I gotta also go take care of that.
Man, I just miss him, guys. I really do. He was amazing. I know, I don't want to watch the whole video, but it's it kind of makes me feel a bit sad because he was just amazing. I miss him, and I hope he's doing okay because I still get messages from him time to time again on Gmail, and he often tells me how he's doing and how his trip is going and everything. I do hope everything's going well, and I do hope we can see each other again soon because I really do miss him, and I'm pretty sure a bunch of our voice actors do miss him too. As of late, he will return with the milk soon. I'm not Indian. I'm not gonna take that as racist or anything. I mean, I'll be honest. I'm not an Indian. I'm half Hispanic and half American. It's in between, I'm in between. But sometimes I see myself as more of American, to be honest. But yeah. Hispanic means Mexican, yeah. And I know I get compared to Senior Pello a lot. I can see the resemblance, all right? I can see it. Because we're both, slightly Mexican. Yes, I can see the resemblance. And because of the messy hair. I'm not Indian. If I was Indian, I have a weird accent that most Indians do. I don't know if they all do, to be honest. Now I'm thinking of that dust. Yeah. I'm doing something. Yeah. Dustin. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I remember in 7th grade, my whole class would call me Dustin from Stranger Things. I remember that my whole class would call me Dustin because of my hair, the way how I looked. Because you, thanks. I'll take that as a compliment. With mustache, yes. Not again. Okay. I know. Other than that, as I was saying about Mr. Nubs, yeah, I do hope he comes back soon, and well, eventually, I just hope maybe we can try redoing like the dub stuff again, and working out, the way how we used to do. And as of late, yeah, it's just been like a slow progress as of the year. And who the freak is calling me? I don't know if I can call right now. I'm sorry. I don't know if I can call right now. Sorry. I don't know. I don't know who's called. I'm sorry. I don't know if someone was trying to call me on Discord until I do like the stream. But yeah, again, I might do. Okay. I'm gonna get around to this. Prowler, I'm gonna tell you this. If you're watching the stream, okay, can you not text me right now, please? Why is it whenever I do like a stream, someone's always trying to get on? The problem is okay. I'm gonna say this for Bacon and Prowler and everyone else. If you're watching this, I do plan to Prowler's calling, I think, or I don't know who's calling. Someone from the server is calling. But as I was saying, I do plan to do like a live stream with you, Bacon and Prowler and everyone else. I actually do plan to do that actually in the future. I'm just hoping around 2026, as I was saying, back to talking about my mental health again. Calling me or D4. I remember you guys. I remember doing a stream with you guys around last year. It was with Doors 2. It was with that one stream I ever did with actual friends, which was kind of sad. And then there was the Minecraft stream I did last time that I did with a bunch of people. I do want to do a live stream with you guys again, to be honest. I really do, actually. That's awesome. Yeah, I do want to do another live stream with you again in the future. Maybe around 2026, we'll get around to doing something. Maybe on Roblox. I don't know. It depends. But other than that, back to as I was saying, I do around the time, as things went by, of course, I was still talking to that person who was giving me a lot of company. I had been spending a lot of time with them, I'll be honest. A lot of time. I'm not blaming them. I mean, it was fun. It's really fun. It's just I just honestly would get really tired and exhausted. I wouldn't have the energy to even do anything afterwards because I would literally be on call with them from 10 or 8 in the morning to 4 p.m. You can imagine how my head feels exhausted. I'm gonna be honest. I've honestly wearing this headset for the longest time can literally make my head feel nauseated afterwards. I've been subscribed for you for 3 years, bro. Indian, can you not call me Indian Senior Fellow? Was saying some interesting things on call. Oh, that's interesting. Other than that, yeah, I had been on call with this person. It's been nice and well. Everything else as of far, it just went pretty much fine. Yeah, we had arguments, but we got through them. And sure, I've had a lot of emotional breakdowns, which I really blame myself. Curly. Okay, Curry. Sure, buddy. Sure. Actually, I did, since due to the last live stream, where I had people on board, I do plan to actually have people, Actually, I do plan to. Okay, thank you. I actually do plan to actually have people actually get on board and actually I have their mics and everything. No, thank you. I'm already taken. Yeah, I know. I'm not gonna get into detail. Your last Minecraft stream was fun. Been playing all night. Yeah, I know. We were playing Minecraft. I did not expect people to actually want to join. I actually want to give it a try. Maybe we could actually do a stream where we have actually where we can actually hear you guys in the mic. I would have to make a group, Discord call with us all. I would have to do that actually. Yeah, I know. We're going to make a group project if we're all going to play Minecraft again. But as I was saying, regarding to that, everything went fine and everything around Christmas. I didn't really eat. I just stood away from people and everything and just needed to process some stuff. Other than that, I had also been playing Minecraft with my older brother Noah, who's been playing modded Minecraft with me, and I should have been live streaming that actually, but I didn't start live streaming until after we started playing that world, which was kind of my fault. So yeah, we were playing modded Minecraft. We have freaking scythes, we got freaking battle axes, hellbirds. badass weapons and all that. We already got full diamond armor. I know. I'm a little late. And I'm sorry I did not do anything about that. Oh, I always want to try the broken script, to be honest. I always wanted to. Maybe in the future I'll try it, actually. Can I speak Spanish? No, I do not speak Spanish. I took in 2 Spanish classes in the past. I literally tried them. I don't even know how I even passed them. Probably because I was on the teacher's good side. But I tried them. I did not learn Spanish, and I forgot how to even speak it. I'm even surprised I passed my 2, Spanish classes I had, actually. Crazy how I even did. Other than that, throughout as I was saying, throughout the rest of the year, English, please, English. Other than that, throughout the rest of the year, everything has been pretty fine. I guess I just want to say this is that I think my biggest fear is that I genuinely fear like what's to come, and maybe because of a lot of trauma I faced, is that I honestly think that due to like all the stuff I've been through in the past, I honestly think like I always keep thinking like negative outcomes, and people tell me I should stop doing that. Like stop thinking negative outcomes, think of positive outcomes. Like because the more you think of the negative outcome, the more it's gonna happen. But the more you think of the positive outcome, the more that positive outcome is gonna happen. Yeah, and a lot of people have actually told me to actually seek therapy. And I'll be honest, yeah, I honestly be honest, I have tried, but like the problem is down here you can't really find therapy. Most people just use you just for your money. And that sucks, And I'm not gonna lie, just yesterday, I had after an argument the previous day I had with a deep friend. They told me just to start caring about myself, and I genuinely had goals to actually start caring about myself. But the problem was when I genuinely just tried to start caring about myself, another situation happened. Accident from the past. A person I really am pissed at because they came online. They had some evidence of me. I'm not gonna say anything about it, but it had like a video of me, and I'm not gonna go into detail. This is so. I probably said too much. Fuck. Oh boy. They honestly threatened me. They said to get me the $200 I once promised them a long time ago, or unless they're gonna upload that video on the internet, and I did not. No, that sounds really stupid, but my deep friend told me like my deep friend got really overprotective, and they literally wanted me to start threatening the person. And I legit threw a freaking tantrum, like throwing like an absolute anger. Like, I'm not gonna lie, most people don't often see me when I'm mad, because I'll be honest, whenever I'm actually mad at something, people actually do say I'm actually terrified when I'm mad. Like people actually like to actually get afraid of me. So that's why I try my best not to be as angry as possible. But like I threw a freaking tantrum at this person, and I was like yelling, like calling them curse words, telling them to like kill themselves, burn in hell. Yeah, it's a little extreme for me to say this on stream, but yeah, it was a little bit of. But the problem was this person was abusive and lying to me before. Like they were using me for money before, and I was just a bunch of bullshit. Like, okay, I'm gonna say this. It was an old ex I had, and they were using me for money, and I genuinely did not comply. I genuinely just like cursed them out, and they just said, "No problem, I'll upload it either way." I just blocked them. I don't know what that video is, and I hope no one ever actually comes across that on the internet. I hope not. I genuinely just like threw an absolute tantrum at this person, and I just wished death upon them, hoping they burn in hell. Yeah, I know I can sound a little dark, like whenever I throw like a crash out at someone, because I can actually yell and actually get like pissed off and say the most bizarre things, and I'd rather not say that in front of actual people because it's a little harsh. And yeah, people often do tell me like I am scary whenever I'm angry. Like I legit sound like a murderer, they said one time. And I apologize if I can be like that. I just try my best to control my anger. And because of that situation, the problem is that video is probably uploaded on the internet. So, I feel like Alfred Coleman's Eggman right now. Like, like that one video, like who posted my on Twitter.com. That's okay. If I had to summarize the situation, it's something. Oh my God. What? I'm just screwing myself out. I'm screwing myself over right now for just saying that. I think I'm giving too much details about this. I'm saying too much details. Yeah. As I was saying, yeah, I just had like an argument with that person today, and I just like blocked them for good. And well, I feel good, but at the same time, I feel bad because that situation was caused by my stupidness I had when I was younger, and because of this person I was with. They were just like, I wanted to actually, be in love with someone, and they were just caring about my money, to be honest. And then that's just bullshit. Like, I genuinely am a nice person. Like, people often tell me I am a nice person to be around, but I just have like a bunch of issues, and I'm kind of a clingy person. I'll be honest. Like, sometimes I often cling for someone else's like attention or comfort, so I actually keep me company. And I do that a lot. Sometimes, like whenever I'm not feeling good, I often like say it out loud to like a bunch of people online, like to like my friends, saying if they can, like hoping they can at least help me or something. And I'm sorry if I do that a lot. And I probably shouldn't be. I should probably just handle the situation myself sometimes. And I hate how I can be like that. I know people often have taken advantage of me. I am a nice person, to be honest, but it's like I know people often would take advantage of me, and honestly, I sometimes like blame myself for being too nice, and maybe I don't know. It's because I know people often say they don't want me to change, and now I'm gonna get into some deep territory right now about like well, one thing about my mental health this year as of this stream. I'm gonna be honest, and I don't know if this is really gonna sound really harsh, but this is gonna sound really deep, but as of all the troubles I've been facing this whole year, and it's generally been so much on me, I will admit I have tried to take my own life sometimes. I know that sounds a lot and it sounds really personal. I have tried to actually sometimes try doing that. Whenever I have like a crash out or breakout, I have tried to do that to myself, and sometimes I would often get to like the road and hoping a car would hit me, or either like try to jump off like a building. It was yeah, I know it wasn't right. It's just like sometimes like where I just had so much things going on. It was just so much stress. I just couldn't handle it. And I just needed like I always just wanted someone just there to give me some reassurance, but sometimes there just wasn't anyone there. And they would just sometimes like, no offense to even my mom or dad. I get that they try as well, but it's just like sometimes like they don't give me give me the words I want to hear. Like they honestly, like sometimes I'm even afraid to even tell them about my situations because I know they'll honestly just crash out or break out and just like yell or just like start blaming me or calling me pathetic or weak. And it's just, yeah, that's why I don't tell people about it, because I honestly know like people around me that I know that I care and love, like my mom and dad, like I know they would just say stuff like that. And it's just like they'll start like accusing me or anything, and that's why I just don't want to talk about myself sometimes. And it's just like I often keep to myself, and I just bury that pain inside of me until it eventually explodes. And yeah, but I did try to take my life a few times, and there were times where earlier this year I was, yeah, doing that to myself out of like anger or just hate or just fear. And it's just like sometimes in my head it's like I build like these thoughts like it's like I know this is gonna sound very deep, and I've honestly been honest about it. It's like a scenario like where you just say this, like, what's even the point of when things get even better? Like when you know that it's just gonna happen all over again. Like, why even try? Like you think like you like even when you think like when you find someone, or even like when you think like things are gonna get finally better, but just to realize they're all just gonna go down to shit again. And that just sucks. It's like that thought in my head is just always there sometimes, and it gives me that illuminating fear, like you always think like the bad outcome's gonna actually really happen, because like the bad outcome's inevitable. Like it's inevitable. You can't live like a happy go life without any problems and going on. And I know that sucks too. And it just sucks. Like you always have an illuminating fear about losing things or losing people or anyone. And it just sucks sometimes. Like you just try. And I honestly have been trying a lot, to be honest. And This year has been genuinely a mix of up and down, but sometimes also mostly down too. And maybe that's just me, to be honest. And I'll be honest, sometimes I often give myself a bit of self therapy. And sometimes my self therapy includes downgrading myself until eventually, yeah. Oh, shit. Just now, we're here. Thank you. But keep fighting. But yeah, sometimes life is about how much of beating you can take or keep moving. Don't give up, man. Have faith. Maybe so. I do hope next year will be better. But yeah, I often was giving also myself some self therapy too. Like that series I told you about, Sinister Shadows. Literally, Sinister Shadows is literally an example of my self therapy in a way. Yes, it's a story about like literally a bunch of characters. I mean, it's only been like 2 episodes in. You really can't really grasp like what how the show's gonna really go down. Like literally, I'm not gonna lie, some of the characters are a representation of my pain. Actually, there's actually a character in the show that is literally, if you notice that I will say this, that there's a character in this show that represents my anger. Actually, he's an antagonist that I haven't introduced yet, but you've seen him in probably some of the shorts. This character being called Joy. This character, I'm gonna say it, I literally based him off the pain and anger I've been through, and he's a somewhat like manifestation of that, like how I would have been if I let my whole anger or like my pain get the whole best of me. Like he's a representation of like literally all the pain, and sometimes even some of the other characters are a representation of like my love life, my anger, my yeah. Sometimes you can write like your own pain into stories, and that's what I often do. Sometimes it's self therapy. I do that a lot, to be honest. Like, there's like a whole thing about my series that I've actually made about, and a bunch of like fan art and everything. But some of these characters are representations of either other people's pains that I know, or either sometimes my own pain. But mostly, since it's based off my own pain, and it's just like stuff like reality, to be honest. Is basically your rage. Yeah, pretty much. He kind of is. He's pretty much like the exact like Joy. If I could describe him in like a few words, he's literally the embodiment of a person who hides behind a mask of happiness, and that's honestly something I often do. I often like, just as I wear like a mask on YouTube, I often do it as like a way just to hide like myself, to be honest, because I know deep down I just feel myself in pain, but I often just put on this facade just for me just to be happy around everyone else. Joy is the example of like an example embodiment of like, a mask of happiness. He literally embraces like that side of like the facade just to hide his pain, pretty much. But you can see that pain kind of cracking out sometimes. It's an example of myself too. Like for also like an example of Digital Circus, episode 4 with Gangle, like with that mask thing. That's very relatable to myself. I can feel like the mask thing, like it's just like I can relate to that, to be honest. Like you have to, like it's like you always have to wear like a mask of happiness just to fit in with the crowd, and just so no one asks is like, what's going on, are you okay? And I'd rather not be a burden. That's why I don't tell people about my own personal issues, because I know like people would often it would just make things a bit of a pain and a bit more harder on everyone else. So I'd rather just sometimes keep it to myself. But I just want to let out my, my mental thoughts and everything. And yeah, there are some stuff I'm still writing about, of course. And well, yeah. But again, Sinister Shadows, as in general, if I had to sum up the series, it's literally kind of like a dark depiction of morality. Yeah, it's a pretty harsh depiction. It has a bit of truth to like how we are seen in the real world. Like, okay, it's a really dark depiction. I'll be honest. Like, I know how it's already laid out because the series kind of revolves around like people who want to like make out their own lives, but like not everything turns out the way you want it to be. And the fact that in this world we're all nothing but just numbers. It's a messed up meaning, like revolving that it doesn't matter what you do, it doesn't matter who you are. As long as you just play a part of the system, play your role, or it revolves around freedom or like happiness or love or joy. That's one thing. Like it revolves around everything, like people's needs. Like people want one thing in this world, and sometimes we just can't have it. And that's a pretty bizarre meaning I'm trying to go with. I'm trying to make sense of it, to be honest. I'm still establishing world building with that, but yeah, the series is supposed to dive into that more or less. Like, if there's a bunch of other characters of a bunch of like their own things and dealing with different subjects relating to life. Yeah, the one thing in this world, like as one of the villains of this series actually mentions, the only thing that everyone wants in this world is just satisfaction. That's all we could ever want in this world, just satisfaction. It is a little cartoony, but it will take a very deep meaning as time goes on. Like the series will start going. Like again, we're only like 2 episodes in. It's as far as we are. It's just like it's literally just simple. It's like you can tell like the series is still beginning. Like we're still in an early state. Episode 3, I'm believing I might start till next year. Other than that, yeah, I am trying to work on stuff. I don't know if maybe I should try digitally drawing the series. Like I should try doing that. But yeah, I might also do like a little video revolving around like how I edit like out the video sometimes. Realism is scary sometimes. Man, you decide. Yeah, I know. I might start episode 3 around like around January, of course, because I have been taking a bit of a break ever since then. I also have made another video revolving around my series called yeah, I don't know if I might upload it. I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna give you like a small spoiler to it, but it's actually a video I just finished just around the day after Christmas. It's this one. I'm not gonna like get to like the actual video, but it's called Biggering. It's revolving around like one shit. Robert too far. Yeah, it's called Biggering, which is revolving around one of the characters of my series named Andy Grayson, which I don't know if you all may know him, but yeah. I'm not gonna spoil it because I'm hoping to show it out soon, but yeah. As of far, yeah, I might upload it maybe on New Year's, it depends. But other than that, yeah, I just sometimes just base my pain off to like stories I come up with and everything. It's just probably best for them because of everything. But yeah, I will admit 2025 has had its ups and downs, I'll admit. And whenever I do this, I think of that dumbass meme. I don't know why. Please don't tell me what it reminds me of. Okay. But yeah, regarding to like all of that, yeah, we're heading into like, no, please don't, Goober, please. Please. Oh yeah, I thought you had received in a broken foot. I hope your foot gets really better, Eldritch. I really do. 6 Nights at Freddy's. Okay, I guess that's better. But yeah, as I was about to say, we're heading into 2026. I just hope that maybe this year will be a bit better compared to like this year. This year was okay, but it really did have a lot of cracks in it, to be honest. This whole year has just genuinely been a bunch of array of a lot of emotions with me, to be honest. And I'm hoping to set myself some goals. One of my goals is to hopefully get like job and maybe also pay that deep friend a visit sometime. I really do want to actually set that as a goal. And probably, start making money, get like a job, motivate myself, and, literally be more productive. Like start uploading more stuff, doing more live streams, doing other stuff. I do want to start doing more because I'll be honest, like when I was at school, I honestly had like motivation to do stuff because at school you feel more balanced. And I'm going to be honest, at home, I feel like I have too much freedom. That's the one thing I don't like about I know it sounds a little weird, but like at home, I feel like I have too much freedom. And that's what, stops me from doing videos, to be honest. Like whenever I feel like restricted of stuff, like it doesn't keep me from getting distracted. Honestly, I can edit a lot more, but like whenever I'm like, stuck here, honestly, it gives me a lot of too much freedom. And sometimes I want my freedom to be a bit restricted, It's a little weird about me. Like, that's just how I work, I know. Other than that, yeah, I'm just hoping I can also work on some stuff. Some more concepts and all that, and just some stuff from Sinister Shadows, more concept. Let's not see that. Some other concepts, yeah. I actually have about 4 freaking notebooks of Sinister Shadow stuff drawn on it. I've been drawing. Okay, as I said, Sinister Shadows has been a story I've been working on for 5 years. So yeah, I'm hoping I can maybe start with episode 3, female character. Come on, let's not get into detail. There are a few female characters and a lot of other people voicing them. So yeah, it's gonna be a work in progress. But yeah, there's a few other stuff going on at the series. I'm honestly I might upload a video about it around around December 31st, around the morning, pretty much. If I have if it, I have it pirate, awesome, that's cool. But yeah, as I was to say, 2025 has been a meh year. It's been a mediocre. It's just been a bit stressful. Honestly, one of the things is that I'm gonna admit, like as I said about earlier, I did try to take my own life, but one of the things that's always stopped me from taking my own life was the fact that a lot of people look up to me, and I know that people often say like a lot of people care and look up to me, and that's what always stops me from doing it. To be honest, like it's not like a bad thing. I get it. Like I know like people would genuinely cry or genuinely would break down or even take their own lives if I killed myself. That's why I often don't do it, to be honest. And it's just that's why I just often avoid doing that to myself, and I just try to regain my reassurance and just remember that it's gonna be okay. Just keep carrying on. Like it'll get better, and just hope. That's all I can do. And I just believe that everything will get better, and I'm hoping that 2026 will at least be a bit of a better year compared to this year. So yeah, I just hope that everything works out as fine, and I hope that I can get more motivated to edit as per usual. Other than that, it's actually just been more or less just another year, I guess. And I just hope I can just force myself and convince myself, and also get out of some old bad habits that I'm going through. I've been stuck with for like the longest time. I have a bit of bad habits I'm not happy with, I'll be honest. But yeah. After 2020, everything isn't the same anymore. Yeah, you're not wrong. 2020 was a really sucky year. Everything will work, but just keep yourself up, man. You're a great man, and you'll be even greater. Thanks. That's nice to hear, at least. Honestly, hearing that as well from friends, and especially that deep friend I care about a lot too. And I just hope that it all just works out eventually. I maybe just even hope that maybe like I'm actually signing up. I'm okay. This is a little bit weird, but I don't know if I hope it's not a scam, but I might have a chance of earning a lot of money actually to actually maybe get my own place, or maybe pay that friend a visit. I'm looking into it, of course. I'm hoping this thing will actually work. I haven't really done it because I honestly haven't had the motivation to convince myself to actually fully do it. It might be like a real estate thing where I have to work on. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. If it actually does work, then congrats. I'm actually earning more money than my mom and dad. I know that's a little harsh, but yeah, if it does work, I'm hoping. Yeah, it's kind of like a real estate thing. Like I have to like help someone like get their house sold or something. You have to like gamble. You have to. Why do I do that? You have to like gamble money. You know what I mean? It's more like a gamble. Like someone sells you a house, you get to put it out for like a price, and yeah. Please don't. No. I swear to God, I've been hearing that meme everywhere. $6. Okay, that works. But yeah. I guess one thing I do want to also confirm left is also I'm not trying to mean this in a mean way, and I don't know if my dad or mom is actually watching this, but I know you all try, and I get it, and I understand that you both are not the best. I will admit you both are all not perfect, and I will admit even though you all are divorced and you all have your own way of seeing things, and I understand that. It's just sometimes I just like don't want to talk about my own issues to you guys, is because honestly, I just have a fear like you just wouldn't think of me as a good son or just a bad. You may just think of me as a bad person, and that's why I just never talk about my own issues because I honestly just fear like you're just gonna like end up hitting me or just like yelling or taking my stuff away, and I just keep my stuff to myself because if I spill more about it, you all would probably just get more mad at me. And my dad, yeah, I understand you tried. You try my best to keep things happy, and I get it. And I know the only thing I just never liked about my dad, and I know this sounds personal about letting it out, but like the fact that you always like bring someone else always to the house, like it's always someone new, or you bring up someone else new that you're with, and it just leaves like a bad taste in my mouth. Like I wonder why they left, or like why are they leaving, or are they just bad people, or are you just doing something bad? Because my mom and dad always had like a hate towards each other because because of like the whole divorce thing. I was literally when I was born, they were literally divorced. They just got divorced right then. That explains why everything had happened. But it's like sometimes, and I'm not trying to mean this in the meanest way, I sometimes don't want to end up like you guys, to be honest, like my parents. I understand they try and I get it. But sometimes I just don't really want to turn out like them because I always feel like I always may end up, actually turning out like them. Like I know we're all our own person. We all have our own stories, and I don't mean it in a mean way with you guys. I understand you all still try, and I understand you care, and you get me all, and of course you all help me out with the stuff I do need to get, of course. And I'm thankful for that, but I just sometimes just want to let that out because I, have issues. Yeah, I have mom and dad issues sometimes. But yeah, that's as far as I'm gonna say about them. I'm not gonna go into detail because it sounds like I'm just disrespecting them a little. I'd rather not get that too much into detail. Other than that, man, I always say that word a lot. Other than that, yeah, as far as it goes, I just hope that 2026 is a better year, of course. Will the courage tell us that it's something big? Thanks, Vancouver. But yeah, I do have my own issues and problems I need to work out. Of course, a lot of people have been telling me, especially that deep friend of mine that I'm always close with. They often tell me D4. They always tell me like you need to like learn how to care about yourself because I've honestly always put effort and I've always like put in like too much. Like I've honestly cared always less about myself. Like honestly, I guess it's because I just want the best for everyone compared to like myself in general. That's why I often don't talk about my own, often I don't care about my own self, to be honest. But yeah, people often say I should really start to care about myself. And I actually am going to try to. I'm going to try to, take care of myself, do better and all that, of course. I'm going to try to do that. And I'm just hoping 2026 is a better year for me. And that, things will work out eventually. And I'm hoping maybe I can actually start earning actually good money and, try to actually build my life together. I'm hoping soon because, I really am getting a bit tired of being stuck in this house sometimes. Being stuck here every day and just like you kind of get comfortably numb, and I hate that feeling sometimes. And I hope to get my driver's license and just take off. No, not immediately. Just like I get my driver's license. I'm leaving now. I'm just kidding. No. I still need to like get like money, a job, and figure out what I want to do in time. And of course, sort everything out. But yeah, as far as it goes, I just hope that, things actually do work out. Like a job I do plan to get is a night shift. I've told you guys. Maybe it's a night shift for just like the real estate job that's online. I know I said I had a bad thing with college with it being online, but I do hope maybe like the real estate thing, seeing how it's only going to be like, I'm going to be only like on job for like working. The payment's really bad there. And I would rather not want to wake up ending up in like a suit. Yes, I have seen the FNAF 2 movie. It's okay. That's all I'm going to put it as. It's just okay. $120 to get. No! I am not wearing those suits for $120. Sounds a good deal for me. Oh my God, no. Oh shoot. Yeah, I would not get like a night shift job just to end up dying. Other than that, I'm actually gonna actually make like some food. Actually, I'm gonna actually start cooking some. You know, one of the first steps I'm actually gonna start taking as to like caring about myself is actually making some recipes. One of the deep friend of mine actually got me a cookbook and sent it to me, and I'm actually gonna use it to actually make something tonight. I'm actually gonna make a pizza on my own, I guess. Other than that, yeah, 2026 is on the way, and I hope that things will eventually work out for us all. Not just me, but like everyone else, of course. I want some. I will do the results when I'm done. I will probably show you if you all want sometime soon. Maybe I should do a live stream of me just cooking something, I guess. Okay, that would be a different series. Maybe I could try that without burning the house down. Maybe we'll see. We'll see if I can make it into a cooking series. We don't know. But other than that, I think I've let it out all the stuff, all the stuff I needed to just let out of how this year has been for me. And well, honestly, I just hope that 2026 is a better year compared to 2025. And I thank you all for being on this stream, of course, and at least trying to, keep me entertained, keep me chuckling up instead of it always being a bit sad and moping. But I know I honestly can be that way. It's just like, in a way, I just want to be better. That's all I want. I want to be better for everyone's sake. I want to be better for myself. I want to be better just in general. And I want to be like a good person. Of course, let go of old habits and just, well, hope the best that maybe my life can actually be pretty nice, I know. I just try to do my best to keep everyone, at least checked on and everyone entertained and everything. But just thank you all for being on the stream. It means a lot. And it's just glad to at least have people that are here that actually do care. I know Morality Husk isn't here because he's probably asleep. I hope they're okay too. May the new year bless us all. Thank you, Film Shoot. It should bless us all in general. Like, I'm not also hoping the best for myself. I'm hoping the best for all of you all too. If you all had a troubling year too. I hope your foot gets better too, Eldritch, okay? I heard about it, but I hope it gets better. But yeah, I think I've let it out everything I need to let out. And I'm honestly feeling a bit better. And yeah, 2026, well, let's see. Let's see how things turn out. I hope they turn out for the better for us all. And thank you all for being on the stream. And of course, I will see you all. Fuck, I can't put this. Okay, I'm just going to leave it like this. I will see you all in the very next one. Fuck.